Hey everybody, how are you? Slán agus banna cuimh go leir botáidí to the bay. I'm down at the orchard and I've been looking at the avocado tree. So the avocado tree that I planted at the, about a month, I think about a month and a half ago, a month ago. So it wasn't looking good. All of the leaves basically fell off, and now have a look at it now. So all of the leaves have fallen off, which isn't good, but what is good is there are actual leaves, saplings or whatever growing on it. I don't know if you can see those. There they are, all these little leaves are growing, so maybe it will come back. I think it will. I just think I planted it the wrong time. I should have planted it in spring and let it get strong before planting it, and I did that wrong. So I should have maybe put it in. I should have maybe put it in a pot. Because at the time I bought it, there was no avocado trees in the actual garden centre. So I bought it late. So what I probably should have done would have been to maybe keep it in a pot and then keep it in the shade and take it out in the sun, partial shade, and done that with it until the sun was less hot. So hopefully it'll grow back, because I'm not taking it out now. There's no point. But if it dies, it'll be a pity. But I can always get another one. But hopefully it won't. Hopefully it'll grow. But I now know that when you're planting stuff, plant them in spring. And it's the same with I'm putting seeds out, like little seeds of chili plants and so on, and you know, some of them are growing, some of them aren't, and I'm sure that's to do with the heat as well. And I've planted some parsley seeds because I really want some parsley and some thyme, and I'm waiting for them to see if they are going to work. But you know, obviously it's the wrong time to plant stuff. So I've learned that here in the Algarve you plant in early spring, almost winter, and then going into spring, that's the best time to plant here, because obviously it's less hot and less punishing with the heat. But the only problem is obviously you then have the rain, if it's going to be really strong rain, and you never know at the moment. Like, we had such an incredibly fucking like this, the rain here was unbelievable in March and April. It's just non-stop rain, and then it came into summer, and the summer has been extremely hot. And we've been told by our neighbours, our lovely neighbours, we've got these two neighbours near us. Well, when I say near us, they're like a half a mile away, or whatever in kilometres. And they've basically said that, oh sure, it's been a mild summer. And I'm like, oh my god. So Fabio thinks that September is going to be absolutely fucking boiling. But look, the whole world is in a heat wave at the moment, and tarmac is coming off the walls and off the roads in Germany, and fucking, you know, there's so much shit going on, and droughts and all of this stuff. So look, whoever says there's no global warming are clearly lying. But anyway, so that's my little rant. So hopefully my avocado tree will go back. The peach tree is sort of growing. Hopefully that is the same sort of deal, you know, the shock of it being replanted, and it's definitely still alive. And hopefully that'll grow back in a while. But we shall see. We'll have to just see with everything in this place, see whether or not we'll see what autumn will bring. All right, so there's an eclipse And we've made our own box.
My
Oh,
nakedness.
I'm not filming your nakedness. Look, the eclipse, the little dot in the box is the eclipse.
Do not to look. Kind of
I'm not looking at it, Fabio. So, the dot.
Get your camera here to my hand.
That is so fucking shit. I mean, honestly, it's a dot in a box. Is that honest to God what they're telling us to look at?
Yes, man.
But if you have the glasses, would it be different?
Yeah, I show you.
Huh?
I show you if I wanted a picture of that with the proper lenses and the proper protection.
And if I look at it, I'll go blind, would I?
That's really good. So I just,
But it is slightly darker, Fabio.
yeah, because it's covering the sun, but it's not. Look, that was taken in Poland.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Sloan like a Spanish Cliff Galera. Hope you're well. It is a gorgeous evening here at the Algarve. It was too hot to do anything today, so outside. So I did lots of housework and shit like that inside. But today I want to plant out a couple of things. I'm just going to show you what's growing in pots and what I have grown from seed. Here we are. So this one has been grown from a seed. That's that beautiful plant called, oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. I'll think of it in a minute, or I'll put it up in the caption. And that's grown. These are parsley seeds. So they're coming out a little bit there now. That is Theo being in great form since we brought him to the vet and got that thing taken out of his mouth, that splinter taken out of his mouth. He's in great form now, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're so much better. And look, little peppers are growing on this. They're sort of little small bell peppery things. But I'm going to plant out some things now. So this particular plant here, I want to plant out. It has been growing in that pot for ages, and there was loads of dead foliage like this. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to plant this out, and I think I'm going to plant it a little bit in the shade, a little bit where it's shady and not shady, which is just here. So I'm thinking putting it there. Because just judging by how it reacts, it likes a bit of like shade, so that's where I'm going to put it. And we've got the I think it's called frangipan or frangipanus or something like that. And look, little seeds, little flowers are just growing on it now. It's beautiful when it flowers. I moved it over a bit because I thought it needed a little bit of shade, because it's just so hot here. The leaves are going a little bit green, or a little bit yellow. Same with the smaller one here. I see it's a little bit burnt there. So definitely, it's just so hot over here now at the moment. Even though they're supposed to be in full sun, I think it's just too sunny. And then here we have, these are chili seeds. So they're from the little red chili, really hot chili. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called a bird's eye chili or something like that. I'll have a look. It'll come up here in the caption. But they're from that. I just deseeded one and grew them from that. This one is another type of chili which they haven't come up yet. And this is thyme. I love parsley, I love thyme. So that's parsley and that's thyme, which hasn't come up yet either. And then we have this one here, which is they are those fruit that look like they're in a lantern. I think they're called kumquats. So that's there are kumquat seeds in there which haven't come up yet either. So hopefully they'll come up soon. But I'm going to give them a water again. They need to be watered, and they're looking a little bit dry. Fabio and we bumped into a farmer dude who has a big huge tractor, and he has a plough attached to it, and we stopped and talked to him. He's actually over there now on the other side doing some stuff. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but we asked him would he come and clean up along our borders here, because they need to be cleaned up because they're just very overgrown. And then I've decided that I think I want to change the altar, the virginal sacrificial altar area, into an area where I can actually grow vegetables. I'll show you here. There's the sacrifice. There's the rock, and then I'm thinking of ploughing this all up and ploughing this all up, and then as winter and autumn come in, I'll start adding really good soil in, so that it is somewhere that we can plant out vegetables and raise beds of vegetables. Like I really want to grow obviously tomatoes and onions and all that sort of stuff, but potatoes as well maybe, and put down a few trees. I'm not quite sure, but I'm thinking of doing that here. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? I'd love to know someone's opinion. The only thing is the lovely rose bushes and stuff that are here. I have a feeling they'll be pretty much destroyed, but look, we can have a look and see. But you can see there, look, they were the ones that I cut back in the last video, and they're now starting to grow back. So I have to see what I want to do, but I'm thinking this is the area that I want to grow vegetables. That's got a little rose in it. And then there was this one which we cut back, which is the trumpet tree, and you can see it's growing back really well. Look at all that foliage, and that'll be really bushy now. There's a trumpet coming out here, but that'll be really, really, really bushy. And then down here in the terraces, I want to grow some herbs, because we already have this bush here, which is sage, and I'm going to just come down here now. I'm going to pull up, get rid of all of these dead plants and stuff. And I was thinking of this terrace being like a kitchen garden, so where we can grow herbs, which is right. The kitchen's just there, so it wouldn't be far to walk when I need my herbs. And I think that is that's rosemary. I think. Let me smell. Yeah, that's a rosemary bush. And then this is a sage bush. That's sage. Yeah. So I'm going to clean that away now. Get rid of all the dead stuff. So I'm going to plant out the I'm terrible with names of plants. I will try find out the name of the plant. The one in the pot that I'm talking about. This one here, I'm going to plant that out now. This one here, and plant it out. My friend Chris, who has a beautiful, beautiful garden in Cagliero, him and his husband have a gorgeous B&B. If ever you're looking for a B&B, it's absolutely beautiful. And they have an amazingly beautiful garden that Chris really tends so well, and I've learned so much from him. But I gave him that plant, a cutting of that plant, and it's now growing in his garden. And it's the most beautiful, beautiful pink, ginormous big pink flowers come out the centre of it. It's really stunning. So I'd love that to happen here. I thought maybe that had died because it's been moved from pillar to post and in storage and so on, but it's still alive. So I'm going to put it out now and see what happens. Okay, so this is going to go, I think, here, around about here, and let's see if I can dig it. So I'm going to turn on the water. That's why I brought the hose down, because look, it's like fucking like rock. It is rock, but I want to plant this out now, so I'm going to see if I can do that. So I'm going to go up and turn the hose on, and hopefully it'll be less solid when when the water has soaked through. But let's see. Okay, so I walked into a spider's web. There is a dead dragonfly in this spider's web, so I don't know if I didn't wreck his home. Anyway. Here, if you look here where I planted these out, now this bush is getting big again, but it's beautiful. So look at the beautiful flowers on it. It's such a gorgeous blue. I don't think it smells. No. But then you have the little flowers that I planted out there a couple of weeks ago, and it's starting to flower. The beautiful red flower coming out of it. So what will happen is that it'll flower and then it'll turn into shut up, Linus. So that flower, Linus. So that flower there will eventually flower and then turn into little black seeds, and they'll seed all over there, and hopefully it'll just grow loads and loads of those plants because they're beautiful. So I have to bring Linus down with me because he just keeps on barking for me. He can't see me or feel me near. He just goes mad. Okay. All right, old man. All right. So stay there and stop barking. Okay. I'm just going to wet this whole area here, and hopefully it'll loosen up. Everything is just so dry. The whole place is just so fucking dry. It's amazing when, when it cools down and it's not so incredibly hot here. It's amazing how things just sprout back and grow and things like that just sprout back into life, and all these bushes and stuff just come alive again, and all of this area here will be covered with greenery, with like all of this stuff, sort of scrubland becomes all green again. It really is amazing. Let's get rid of this. Oh yeah, look, it'll totally softens it all up. Holy fuck. Okay, so look. Right, so it's getting there. Okay, I think this is big enough now. Oh shit. Shit, okay. I put the plant in the wrong way. Okay. Right. I don't know if there's much of a root system on it. Just seems to be a small root system. I think they're more sort of bulbs or something underneath there. Anyway, let's see what happens. I'm gonna put him here. Needs to be a bit further down. So he goes in there. I think he'll be okay there. And then mix up all the soil that's there. So it's both. There you go. More there. Oh. Okay. Let's see what happens. So that's in there now. There it is. In now the garden. Let's see what happens to it. Will it grow? Will it die? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Good morning, Botaji to me. How are you? Slán agus Banacru Claire. Cloud. Feels lovely though, I have to say, you know, to have a little bit of cloud in the sky. Just watering the plants. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm just watering a couple of plants here. I just want to get, some of them are looking a bit fucking dull and they're looking like they need water. So that didn't work out. No, okay, that's not going to work out either. I look ridiculous. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you, baby Bogle? Huh? Linus. Oh, for fuck's sake. What? Alright, come on. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Botaji to Slán agus Banacru Claire. It's a beautiful, foggy morning here in the Algarve. There's loads of clouds in the sky. It's a lovely temperature. It's not boiling hot. It's not, you know, absolutely freezing. Not that it's been freezing in ages, but it's just gorgeous. It's 7:30 in the morning, or maybe 7:45. I'm going to do some stuff in the garden now because before it gets too hot. So I've got maybe a cup of Barry's tea. And I've got my hose pipe. And I'm going to try and I'm going to water a tree here, which is our tangerine tree, which is on this level here. And it is looking a bit crap. I think it's not getting enough water from the filter system, from the watering system around, so I'm going to water that now and keep on watering it each day, just until I see a difference in it. And then I'll show you what else I'm going to do this morning. I was just enjoying my cup of cha. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do this morning. Linus, here, there's the steps. Look, there's the steps. Look, just go there. Linus. Oh, you stupid dog. Here, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, here. Come here. Here, Linus. Linus. Here, come on. Now, come on. Alright, do you want a hand up? Oh, you do, my old man. Okay, sausage. Stop running up the stairs then. Now. Okay, so this is down by the side of the house. My phone just that I was talking about earlier on. So I'm just going to put water here and hopefully loosen up the soil. Because I want to get rid of, there's a lot of dead shit here. And I want to get now gloves, saw, clippers, other clippers. I think that's all I need for now.